Every business has its own requirements. Therefore, it is important that platforms are extensible, so they can be tailored to the customer's processes. In this video, we create our first custom app in Sitecore AI, end-to-end. We'll start by registering the app in App Studio, configuring how and where it integrates into the platform and making it available in your environment. Then, we'll scaffold a working application using the starter kit, run it locally and connect it to Sitecore AI. By the end, you'll have a fully registered and running app ready for your own custom implementation. Let's get started. Coming from Cloud Portal, I navigate into the App Studio. In here, I can see already a list of apps that have been registered. I want to create a new app. I give it a name, Demo App, and choose to register it as a custom app. Once I confirm, the app is created and ready to be configured. I can either enter the configuration directly from the success message or open it from the list in App Studio. You can already see that my new app appears listed in the background. The first thing I need to define is the extension point. Extension points describe where your app shows up inside Sitecore AI. In this case, I'll choose standalone, which means the app will appear as its own entry in the Cloud Portal. Once enabled, you can see that the extension point will look to the root of my app. If you have a different structure in your app, you can maintain the starting point of your app here as well. Next, I configure API access. If my app needs to interact with the Sitecore AI data, I need to enable the Sitecore AI APIs. There are additional options available, like the AI Skills API for accessing brand-related functionality. But for this example, I only enable the Sitecore AI APIs. Now I define permissions. Certain browser capabilities need to be explicitly allowed, for example, accessing the clipboard, displaying pop-ups, or triggering downloads. In this case, I enable the clipboard permissions. Next, I provide the deployment URL. This is where the app is hosted. Since I'm just getting started, I'll point this to my local development environment. So I'll use HTTP localhost port 3000. Later, once the app is ready, this would point to the proper hosting environment. Finally, I upload a logo so the app can be easily identified inside the platform. Depending on your use case, you might need additional settings. For example, if you're working with certain extension points like custom fields, you'll need the app ID later. You can also share the app across organizations or configure server-side authentication here if needed. Now I activate the app so it's ready to be installed. I switch to My Apps, where I can see all activated apps. My app is currently marked as to be installed. I click Install, select the environment where it should be available, confirm the summary, and complete the installation. After a few seconds, the app is successfully installed and the status is updated. Let's verify that the app is available. I go back to the Cloud Portal. Since I selected the standalone extension point, this is where I expect the app to appear. And as you can see, the app is now listed. If I open the app right now, I will see an error. That's expected because we haven't implemented the app yet. It's pointing to localhost port 3000, but nothing is running there yet. Now that our app is registered and installed, the next step is to actually build and run it. For that, we'll use the Sitecore AI starter kit. I'll start by checking the documentation to find the starter kit. Here I can find the command to scaffold a new app by downloading the starter kit directly from the blog registry. There are different starter kits available depending on your use case. For example, there are variants for server-side authentication and client-side authentication. In this case, I'll go with the standard client-side setup. I copy the command and run it in my terminal. This will initialize a new project for my custom app. I'm guided through a few setup questions. First, I choose the framework. I go with Next.js. Next, I define the project name. I recommend using lowercase names with hyphens instead of spaces. So I call this my custom app. Then I'm asked which component library to use. I'll select Radix, as this is the more modern one and fully supported by the starter kit. Finally, I choose a preset from ShutCN. This doesn't impact the functionality of the app, so you can choose whichever you prefer. Once the setup is complete, I navigate into the project folder and start the app using npm run dev. This launches the application on HTTP localhost port 3000, which matches the URL we configured earlier in the App Studio. Now let's go back to the Sitecore AI Cloud portal and open the app. This time, instead of an error, we can see the starter kit running inside the platform. The starter kit already includes a couple of useful examples. First, we can see the application context, which confirms that the app is properly connected to Sitecore AI. And second, there's an example of fetching data from the platform. In this case, the list of available languages. This shows that the API connection is working as expected. At this point, everything is set up. Our app is registered, installed and running locally. And we have a working connection to the platform. From here, we can start building our custom functionality on top of this foundation.